Hey everybody! I am here today and I am honest, I've really been procrastinating this particular podcast um, because today I'm going to show you my FlyLady control journal. Now this is just a notebook that I bought at Walmart and I thought it was a pretty purple color, and then I had a little FlyLady sticker from something I got, something I ordered from her website. She throws these little freebies in. So I just stuck it on there, just my homage, if you will, to FlyLady, because I really like her. But this is the way I do it, is in the very front of my notebook, I write down my morning routine, here's the way FlyLady does it. She has a morning routine, an afternoon routine that you're supposed to do like when you get home from work or when the kids get home from school, and then a before bed routine. But I've altered it a little bit, and I do a morning routine, and I'm sorry, I know that this is difficult to see, but you can still kind of get the idea. A morning routine, a when you get a chance routine, and a bedtime routine. And my morning routine, I basically base it off of hers, but honestly, make sure that when you make your journal, don't print it off on the computer, because then it seems very, very permanent, and if you need to make changes, then you'll procrastinate doing it, and just do it. Just write out something and put it in a sheet protector. And that's what I use. This is what she recommends too, is sheet protectors that you can cross things off with a dry erase marker every day. And I do like that. I enjoy doing it that way. But my special routine here is the when you get a chance routine, and this routine is, this is the stuff that in a perfect world I would do these things every day, but it's not going to kill me if they're not done every day. So my morning and nighttime routines center basically around the dishes and cooking and the laundry. Things that absolutely have to be done go into my morning and nighttime routines. And I'm not even going to tell you what mine are, because you really have to customize them. FlyLady is a good guide, but it has to work for you. If it doesn't work for you, then you're not going to do it. But then for all those little things that I would love to have done every day, but I don't want to spend 5 hours fitting this into my morning and nighttime routine, this is my when I get a chance routine, which are things like, for me, like I enter all my receipts in Quicken, and I like to do that every day, but it doesn't happen all the time. Or I like watering my plants. I don't water my plants every day. It's not really necessary to water them every day, but I try to hit them on most days. So that's my when you get a chance routine, and that usually happens after lunch for me. My very last item on here is go get the mail. So usually when I know the mail truck's coming, I'm like, oh, I gotta do my routine so that I can reward myself and go get the mail. And personally, I love to get the mail because of all this couponing I do. I'm always asking for free samples, and so for me, I always get presents in the mail, so I love to go check it. That's my reward and that's another thing, when you do these routines, try to put something in there that's kind of like a reward, a perk for having done the routine. That'll just make you feel good. So anyway, that's the front of my control journal, is just my 3 routines. And then my next section, and I have these little tab dividers, which, just so you know, I haven't even labeled them yet. I was really procrastinating doing this podcast because my control journal is not perfect. But then when I thought about it, your control journal is supposed to be not perfect. So just put it together. Don't worry about making it an art project, and do it in hand. And because you're going to change it like a million times. I'm getting ready to change mine later on today, because there's just a few tweaks. I'm going to change my routines just a little bit. Oh, and that's another thing with those 3 first routines. Oh my gosh, look at how long I'm going. Anyway, with those 3 routines, you're going to find that it might take you a long time at first, but as you do them more often, you'll get them done in no time at all. First of all, because you'll be practiced up, and second of all, because when you keep up with it, it just doesn't take as long. But anyway, my second section is just for my fitness goals, and I've got not just goals, but I also put in my individual workouts. The first few pages here are just like some guidelines to kind of help keep me on track what I'm aiming to do every day. But then I have my cardio workout with my nice little stick figure I drew on here, and and I kind of write down, you know, how much I improved every day on there in dry erase marker. And then I have these, this is one thing I did print out. These are available on bodyforlife.com. So if you're doing the Body for Life with me and Marcus, you can print these out and then record your progress in like dry erase marker. And I have 8 different workouts that I've created from Body for Life that I usually get through all these workouts in a month's time, and then on Saturdays I do Pilates with the girls, so works out pretty well that way. So anyway, so I keep my workouts in this journal too. This is kind of like my house cleaning section, which I don't have very much in this section yet, except for my checkoff list for my weekly home blessing, which I do every Monday, and it takes an hour, and someday I'll do a podcast just on that. It's fun. And then I have a section for recipes and my grocery list that I kind of keep, and I write my grocery list in dry erase too, and then I transfer it onto a hard copy paper in order of where I find it in the grocery store, which is really kind of a ridiculous hoop to jump through, but that's how I do it. But anyway, and the rest of this isn't done, but eventually it'll have like addresses and stuff like that in it too. But this is, I'm just starting this, guys. I'm not an expert, but that's what I do. So if you're getting into FlyLady, you might get a kick out of it. So try it and make sure that I purposely put flaws in mine just so I don't get perfectionistic, because that's what makes me take forever to do everything. So there you go. Hey, I just almost forgot one more thing I wanted to show you, and that is when I do my control journal, I like to put it on the kitchen counter on a recipe book stand. Isn't that nice? That's how I like to do it. So there you have it. Have a good one.